Hello, Randall Monk and Ronna Vizane here with a gem of wisdom from Archangel Michael.
Hello, everybody.
This gem of wisdom comes from the magic and majesty of ascending humanity. Know that the challenges and opportunities before you will bring rewards beyond anything you can imagine. And so do not be afraid to step out of your comfort zone as you reach for the stars.
I have been told lately a couple of times, you've got to put your energy, your thoughts, and your money where your mouth is. In other words, I have now made, since I am moving further and further into the fifth dimensional environment, I have more or less, I'm not surrendering. People don't like the term surrendering. I am adjusting to, I am incorporating, I am turning over everything I am, everything I have been given, all of my, I am committing myself and all that I am and all that I have to the greatest good. So I'm saying, like, I've turned it over to spirit. And so a couple of times I've even said, is that what you want to do with your money? And I'll get yes, and then I'll say, okay. And I go forward and I do it. And a lot of other different things. It is so liberating. And I know that one of the reasons for my success, and I've watched Randy, the same thing. We get a challenge, we get an opportunity, and a couple of things that have happened, a couple of things have been told. Just like when he was told that he was of the lineage of Melchizedek. He didn't go, oh, I can't do that. I can't be here, that's too much. He jumped right into it. And I did the same thing every time. I was uncomfortable and kind of frightened and so on. I thought about it. And then there was just no question. And sometimes you make some mistakes. Sometimes it isn't quite what you'd like to have it. But you know what? It gets easier and easier. We're not afraid to make a mistake. We're not afraid to say, I don't know. We're not afraid to laugh at ourselves. We've gotten our ego out of the way. So that if I stumble on words, I'm human. If I have to read some material because I haven't integrated like in the past, okay, I'll read it. Now I'm to the point, the way things are, I have moved in what is called illumined thought, where I'm no longer just a scribe. I am getting information from the Cosmic Council of Light. Archangel Michael is overlighting it. But the thought comes into my mind. It integrates with the different thought forms within my mind, within the memory seat atoms, and it blends, and I have it. I have the full picture right away. Or if I'm downloading illustrations, for years, Randy and I would get a thought, and we would work on it together as we gradually made it into form. And so you see how things have progressed, but it hasn't been easy. I remember Randy telling me the first time I let him get up on the stage. He was pretty spooky, but he did it. He didn't. Yeah. And what was it, 50 or 60 people?
Yeah, that was when I asked you if I could introduce you.
Yeah.
And I'd talked already in front of people many times before, but I was shaking like a leaf. But it's important. I wanted to step out of my comfort zone.
And so what I'm saying to you is, you're reaching for the stars. You're reaching for your higher self. But then you get an opportunity. And I've watched even some people, they don't trust themselves. They don't, and it's a part of the human nature, but so on. But it is time. It is time. If you really want to become that beautiful person you are, and that spirit keeps nudging you to be, you are going to have to take a chance. You are going to have to be willing to move out of your comfort zone. Things are happening so fast now, and there's so much negativity. But I encourage you, please read the information. All of the information is on YouTube, and even like with Magic and Majesty, it talks about holograms in there, and how we're moving through those and how they affect us. This is important information because it gives you guidelines of how we're moving forward. I will tell you briefly about one of my latest rite of passage, and I will make it very short. But I always envision a Lady of Faith on one shoulder and Archangel Michael on this shoulder. And one morning after a really bad night with my back, my pelvis has been broken. And so that's why I'm using a walker. But it had been quite a painful night and I hadn't slept well. And I always do my morning ablutions and I'm facing east and I do my morning meditation and my infinity breath, my little routine. And so I'm sitting there when I get up and I just kind of lean down and I just said, does it have to be this hard? Does it have to be this difficult? I want to continue, but it does get really difficult sometimes. And we all have moments like that. Now, I had always envisioned Lady Faith on this shoulder and Michael here. And one time I said, why aren't you more active in my life? It's always Archangel Michael. And she said, my beloved, I have been with you. I have been your guiding influence in many, many lifetimes. But in this lifetime, you need to take your willpower. You need to take that masculine, that mental, that vision of the Father, the seed thoughts, because that is what your mission is. And about that time, it was interesting because I do have some vibration and everything quite often, just, I'm integrating higher energy. All of a sudden, my arms went straight out like this, symbolic of a cross. And then they went up to the top, like this. And I felt the energy, their love begin to pour down through me. And then I felt each one of them at my shoulders begin to merge together at the back portal of my heart. And they entered the back portal of my heart. And she said, you have balanced the right and left hemispheres of your heart, your mind, and you have come into unity consciousness. And so now we don't have to appear separate anymore. That is only the duality that we had to show you because you couldn't envision us being one great being that was independent of each other, but still unified consciousness. You have now integrated us within your sacred heart. And that changed everything. Would you like that in your life? That's the potential. We are getting all of these beautiful gifts, but we have to do the work. And so we were talking about where are you? How do you know how you're doing? You'll know how you're doing when you begin all of those miracles. They say your karma's up. Karma's almost instantaneous. You can't hardly move without getting busted. But also are the divine dispensations that we're getting. Yes, we work hard for what we're doing and we go through the trials and tests. We take the good from it and we work through it, integrate it, become it, and then we begin to get the next level. That's the process. I get this information coming through and it blends and harmonizes and I have it now. I don't have to study, it's there. Brandy, each step that he takes forward, he is sending forth higher frequencies of this prime energy that he can pass on to those who are ready for it. Think about that. As a prime memory seed activator, he is moving along with this energy. He has access to a certain level of frequencies. If you are ready for it, that's what he will give you. And so there are so many gifts, so many different ways that the gifts we're giving that we don't understand. But you see, if you listen, if you study, so many people go to a seminar, they get the material, they bring it home and put it in the drawer, and then wonder why they're not progressing. Are you ready to do the work? Look how many times we've been asked, are you ready? And it's always 3 times. Always, if it's something big, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? We're ready. Are you? You all want to come along? You want some of those gifts he's got and some of the information I've got? It's gonna be there. And we're moving forward, we're moving upward, we're changing, we're getting higher information, higher experiences, we're living it. First of all, it's information that you see if it's accurate. You try to take that information and see if it fits in your knowledge, your concepts of your intellect. Then you see if it fits within your heart monitor, does it resonate with you? And you turn it into wisdom. Then you must begin to live that. You must to be it. You must use it. And then you must take the action. And finally you can teach. You must teach by example, and then finally you can teach by words. That's the path before you. We're opening the way for you. Will you join us? We're on a fast track. We're not on the elevator. We're slowing down a little bit so they can go with us, okay? And so things are changing, and it's going to get better and better, along with getting not so good or a little worse. Randy?
Yes, yeah. Now, we realize that not everybody wants to be out there teaching, and the best teachers are the ones that teach by example anyway. But for those of you who are, we're here for you. One of the things that was mentioned by Ron is about making mistakes. And I have to say that if you're not making mistakes, you're not stepping out of your comfort zone enough, because, well, what was it? Edison made, I don't know, thousands, 1,000, 2,000 mistakes before he, developed a light bulb. It's important to make mistakes, and we've made our share, that's for sure.
And while we're practicing in public. We're not practicing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We're living practice.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
So anyway, we're excited and we're looking forward to the future. And everything Michael has told me and shown me has come true. Maybe not quite in the time frame I would like, or maybe not exactly as envisioned it, but it's always been for the highest good, and it's always perfect. So let's go forward together, and let's create miracles, and let's help the Mother Earth. She is in dire need, and she don't want to do any more shaking and quaking and these winds and everything. But if we don't do something about it, all of that negative energy that's out there has to be cleared one way or the other. So we're all in this together, good, bad, or indifferent, which is your choice.
Bye for now. Much love and many blessings. My heart's yours.
We love you. We believe in you. And so we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.